All right, here we go. MIU week 2, much better week, I have to say. A lot more things went right with JQM than went wrong without JQM. So this is kind of how it breaks down. The only issues I really had, I would say, is that the JSON issue, the JSON issue, I just could not get it to read in JQM. I could get to my HTML page, my add item HTML page, but could not actually get it to read and populate local storage unless you refresh the page and view it as an HTML page and not a JQM page. That makes any sense. Haven't found a workaround to that issue. Hopefully it doesn't hurt my points too bad, because this is the explanation of why it's not working inside of there. On top of that, everything else, the good and bad app was probably my other issue, is that it seemed like everything that I was trying in my bad app, I would find something that worked, and then I'd put it in my good app, and I wouldn't regress back on my bad app at all. So what I ended up doing was, there's a couple things in the bad app that are different. It just wasn't completely as functional as the good app. Um, but for the most part, I think that I think we did what we needed to do. Everything that was looking for, the drill down menus, I tend to like those better. Drill downs with icons and the inside were fantastic looking. I went with a grid instead of almost instead of like a slideshow for my pictures. The grid looked a lot better. I was able to go over and highlight, and then at some point I'd like to make them actually click through to a larger image. And I think you just need the actual storage for that and the posting. So everything that went right, I'm very happy about. Everything that went wrong, I'm still disappointed. Next week, I know we get a little more in depth about it, and I hope we can actually link some live links into some of the stuff in there, and those will render down in JQM. So, um, and then my next one would be CSS. It didn't seem like much CSS was needed. I'm sure that maybe I'm missing something, because everything that we did code-wise, we rendered in JQM. But I'm sure that we can do some final touches with CSS. Hopefully we can get a little more into it this week, and I can make any additional changes I need to make. Other than that, that's week 2, MIU, and hope I touched on everything I needed to touch on. Not bad, but for a non-coding class, I seem to be doing an awful lot of coding and less designing. Thanks a lot. Steve Ratliff, MIU, week 2.